Hey, sales leaders, question for you. Have you ever had leads come into your organization, but by the time somebody got around to contacting them, they had already gone cold? It's so frustrating. They say that leads start to go cold just minutes after they come in, so we need to act on them quickly. Did you know that there is functionality built right into Salesforce to help you do this? You don't need any custom development or even building out flows. Let me show you how easy this is. Okay, so here I am in setup within Salesforce. This is like the behind the scenes where admins live. This is a lightning view. If you're not familiar with it, if you're in Classic, we should definitely talk. But we're going to do everything here, and it's only going to take a minute. This is not a super technical demo. This is just to give you a sense for how easy this can be. So we're going to go, first of all, to lead assignment. We're going to find lead assignment rules here. And it is taking just a second, but if we pull up new, just to give you kind of a quick overview, we'll call this test one. And we could activate it here, but again, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of all of those types of details. But what I do want to show you is the power of what's just sitting here in your system. So within lead assignment roles, we are able to look at all of these different fields. I'm in a developer org right now, so the fields available to you will depend on your specific system. But let's say we wanted to do this by country. I've worked with a lot of clients who do lead assignment by state, by zip code, just depending on how they have their territories, maybe by industry. But let's just, for simplicity's sake, by country, and we want to say we know our state or our country is labeled USA for United States. Obviously, you can stack these criteria, but here's where the power comes in. You can then assign any lead that comes in that we know is in the USA to either a specific user or a queue. And I really want to hone in on the queues here. But if it's a specific user, maybe Sally gets all of our US leads, Ben gets all the Canadian leads. You'll know your business processes, or we can talk about those. Okay, so let's go over and look at what we have as far as queue options here. So we would give it a name, of course, and we're going to select the lead object here because that's what we're talking about today that we're working on. Now, for queue members, here are the options. You can do it by users. So I could pick, myself, I'm a user here. I'm going to assign these leads. I can do it by public groups. So you might have different groups identified within your organization. I could do it by role. Let's say it's a channel lead, so we want to send it to our channel sales team, or roles and subordinates. So we've got the customer support international role and all the subordinates there. So we can select any of these options here and save it. I want to tell you, I have seen transformations happen with clients who just have sometimes thousands of leads that have either come in from their website, they've uploaded lists that have sat there for months. But by using the power of this functionality that's just native in Salesforce, they're able to start getting these distributed out, knowing who's on first, who's contacting this person, making sure that there are tasks and reminders, and actually not leaving money on the table from these leads that are so precious to a business. If you have more complicated logic you want to build into this, of course we can do that using flows, for instance, but it's really powerful what's just sitting here behind the curtain within Salesforce natively. So I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions or feedback, I'd love to hear them. In the meantime, happy selling.